T.D. Jakes is in Dallas, right? Have you ever done anything with him? What do you think about T.D. Jakes?
He for T.D. Jakes for his church. He not for the community.
He's for his church, not meaning members of his church.
He mean the Potter's house.
Right.
Meaning a member. He for his church. That's his business. He not for Dallas. We don't see him nowhere doing nothing. His church or nothing. Now, they got a prison reentry, but that's for the grant funding for his business.
Do you think he's a net positive to Dallas?
No.
To the black community?
No.
T.D. Jakes?
No.
Really?
What do we do other than preach a good message? To make our mothers feel good. Only to come back home and still drink wine and feel better. Playing a pussy with a rose to feel emo better. So all he is a feel-good preacher. No, man. The Bible says what you do for the least of those. I don't see no preacher, no church really doing for the least of those other than the poor churches that's amongst the least of those. You cannot take your big, beautiful church, build it out on the hill away from the people and think you can still reach the people. They can't walk to that church. And matter of fact, this church is so extravagant, it's ATM machines all over this motherfucker. And when it's time to pay tithes, poor people are excluded out of the black church.
What do you mean?
They're excluded. The preacher make you feel like if you ain't got a soda seed, who got a soda seed? They make you feel like if you ain't got no money to give. God don't need my money. He need my confessions. So, the black church full of shit that go for T.D. Jakes, all of them.
What do you think about Creflo?
Full of shit. Obsolete to the black people.
Right.
They have an audience like I got an audience. If I lose a page, my audience come follow me like they're following. They're not for the community. I started from the community and develop a following. You
don't think T.D. Jakes is a net positive to community? No. Still,
He preached other. Why is a preacher positive? How is a preacher?
Well, go back to what you said earlier when you said hip hop or the movies would come to the bad communities and they would convert. So what if somebody doesn't live in Dallas and they live in Kansas, they live in New York, they live in Arkansas, they live in London, and they watch him, they just like the way he delivers his message. Isn't that a net positive?
No.
Tell me why.
What does it do? It make you feel good for the moment. So church make you feel good for when I'm like, hey, hallelujah, pastor. You go back to the same problems, same conditions, and most people's lives don't transform.
You don't think people make decisions when they give their life?
No.
When they get baptized?
I think when people give their life to God, they going through something, they dealing with something. Soon as shit get back right, they sneaking and having unmerited sticks, they still getting drunk, they still masturbating, they still watching porn. I think everybody is full of shit when it comes to God because you're going to do something against God every day. Stop trying to be perfect.
You believe in God?
Yeah, I do. But I ain't trying to live for God. God gave me a choice of free will. I don't want to be a godly man.
You don't want to be
I want to fuck a bunch of women.
So you made that decision?
Yeah. I get God on the deathbed. But right now, I'm living for me. Fuck God. I believe in him. I get the same blessings if I believe, if I don't. The sun shines on the bad just like the rain fall on the good. Good things happen to bad people like bad things happen to good people. God ain't got nothing to do with that.
You think this is the right example on the way to live your life because you're saying you want to do net positive?
Man, listen, you live your life.
No, I'm not saying, no. Those are two different things.
No, let me say, yes, I think it's the right message.
Tell me why.
Because can't nobody dictate to you about your life. God gave it to you.
No, that's not what I'm saying, though. That's not what I'm saying. You're right. You can do whatever you want to do.
I don't think God is real. I think God is questionable.
Well, then that's a different conversation. You just told me you said God is real, then you changed it.
I said I believe in God, right, based off what my mother said.
But you don't believe God is real.
I read Revelations,
yeah,
and I read Genesis. Now I don't believe God is real. Because I just told you about children being sex trafficked. Where's God for them?
By who, though? By who?
By whoever. I don't know.
By the people.
By what people?
By the people.
The government, whoever. So if God is real, why he don't stop those people? If God is real,
he gave free will to God like you.
So that's why I don't think God is real. Because if God is real, why hadn't white people suffered for what they did to slavery? If God is really real.
So then for you, you're conflicted.
No, I'm not conflicted. I don't believe people know God to tell me God is really real.
No, originally you said you believe.
I believe in God. That don't mean I think he's real. I believe in the boogeyman. I don't think it's real. I believe in ghosts, the spirit. I don't know they're real.
Do you have faith?
No, I got faith in me.
You got faith in you.
Because everything I heard about faith, I think is bullshit.
So let me tell you, who is the biggest man in your life that let you down?
None.
No man's ever let you down.
I've never been connected to a man.
Father.
Never been connected to him to be let down.
Did you ever meet him?
Never.
So that's the biggest letdown.
That's not a letdown.
But you never met them.
I had uncles and granddaddies to replace that letdown. You don't even know it's there.
But there's different than father.
No, listen. Out of sight is really out of mind. There are many kids who father is gone and another replacement have stepped in and filled the void of the father.
There's a different thing.
No. Man, listen, if you've never seen your daddy, you don't have attachment to it. That's bullshit.
Yeah, but that's a different story.
No, that's a childhood abandonment. That's a childhood abandonment issue that you hold in secretly. Yeah. That don't affect you as a disappointment. You never expected nothing to be disappointed.
So I'm listening to you. And it's not your fault. I'm not sitting here saying anything that...
Man, I don't give a damn what you saying. I'm telling you, I ain't never been connected to a man to be...
I understand.
Listen, I had a granddaddy. I had an uncle who kept me with him.
Yeah.
I don't know that's not my daddy. The presence of a man is the father, not the title.
Yeah, but when a man grows up eventually...
I don't
you
give a
You said something earlier.
Listen, when I grow up, I have no connection to a man. So no man... I ain't been hurt by a man. I had no connection to a man to be hurt. No expectation, no nothing.
Do you know what you said at the beginning of the podcast?
What?
You said something very powerful. You said, when you were a kid, you and your older brother, he was a big guy, and he was in and out of juvie, and then your mother ended up having a daughter. I think you said later in life,
yeah.
She ended up having a daughter. And then mom worked for GM, and she worked after you guys got home. So she would prepare your meal. She would tell you to do the homework, and she's going to call at these times. You guys better be home or else. And she came home, and if you guys didn't do what she told you to do, she'd wake your ass up and talk to you.
Now, where the man is?
But exactly, that's what I'm saying. But because there wasn't a man, she couldn't check you to raise boys. I was raised by a single mother. You don't know what
the fuck you talking about. I'm telling you, I got uncles and granddaddy. You think my granddaddy them ain't around? Checking my brother them? We had men.
I'm repeating your words.
No. But I never told you it wasn't no man. You're assuming. I got a bunch of uncles and granddaddy.
I understand.
So if you know so I had the presence of a male.
Right.
I ain't the black kid that grew up poor, but no, I had plenty of men. Well-to-do kid. I had my own room in the third grade.
You know what I love about you, Charleston? Let me tell you what I love about you. And I have so much respect for you. Is, when I was a kid, and I was, we didn't have a lot of money. We're like a, what do you call it, Section 8 and welfare kid.
See, I don't know what it's like to be poor.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I don't know what it's like to be poor.
I'm telling you from my perspective.
Yeah.
But from my perspective, when I was raised that way in L.A., Glendale, and we would have people that would come over, and they would say things like, hey, let us get you this for Christmas. Let us get you this. And, oh, pour this, pour that. I hated it. I couldn't stand people looking down at us as if we don't have anything, as if we don't have any money. I hated it. I couldn't stand it. So I went to the Army. And then eventually, I ended up making my own money. I didn't want to be in debt to anybody. I didn't want any favors. I didn't want any of that stuff. Your level of the mentally, how powerful words have been in your life.
Let me just say this.
You sang a hip hop song at the beginning.
Listen, I come from love. Love conquers all. So I got a loving mother.
Yeah.
We live in a wonderful, affluent background. When I get hurt, I'm centered around love. I'm growing up in a hospital with loving nurses. I don't know my daddy not here. I got nothing but love. I got my uncle. I'm his favorite nephew. My name is Charleston. My nickname is Blue. My uncle was a pimp. I was born in 1977. There's a movie called Come Back Charleston Blue, 1976. My uncle named me. That's my daddy. So I always tried to be a pimp. Pimp on hold. Prostitute hoe. My daddy absent don't.
You validate my point.
So this is what I'm saying. So I had men. I had men. So I don't have no abandonment. I was a kid who grew up in a hospital setting, like a dog who been inside. Finally got to go outside and play as a kid. Nigga, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I just never been a kid before. And I'm attracted by what's wrong. So man, I wasn't hurt. That's the excuse most people like to use. That's not my excuse. I chose to do what I did because I thought that was a part of manhood.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I believe you.
So my uncle would paint pretty pictures of prison to me. So when I got to school at recess, I was telling my friends what I was gonna do when I get to prison, based off what they done told me. So it wasn't disappointment. It was a badge of honor. It's a badge of honor. As most black people kill with cold-hearted, seemed like. It's not cold. They want that badge of honor. And I wanted it. One eye, small frame, couldn't play football. I want to be a part of something. Yeah, and I found something to be a part of. And it was everything I was looking for, coming from them negative uncles and my working mother's home. Her presence is gone. We just got a perfect environment, great environment, but we got this negative images to see that matches what we see on television.
Is she still around?
Yeah, mama's still around. Retired from General Motors, became a foster parent for like 30 years.
Dallas?
Yeah.
Still in Dallas?
Yeah, still in Dallas.
Your brother, your older brother?
My brother just come home from prison after doing 31 years for a murder he committed when he was 17. Now, my brother was angry. He had a disappointment in his father. He was, daddy show up, daddy show up. I never had dad to show up to disappointment.
Yeah.
So he was angry. I always angry. So I remember we was about, the General Motors Arlington plant had transferred the people from Texas to Monroe, Louisiana. Yeah. I remember watching TV one time. I was probably about 10 years old. And out of nowhere, my brother looked at me and said, when I grow up, I'm going to kill somebody. I ran downstairs and told my mama, kid. My mother spanked him out of frustration.
How old was he?
He probably was 12.
What was he watching when he said this?
We were watching a Rambo movie.
And he said,
First Blood. He said, he just looked at me out of nowhere and said, with a sincere look, and it scared me as a kid. He said, when I grow up, I'm going to kill somebody.
Got it.
Man, I ran down there, hurry up, and told my mother. Because mothers have to work with very little support back then. Now, that's a lot of support. She didn't have the luxury to sit down and try to understand where that root came from.
Right.
So he dealt with a lot of disappointment. He grew up angry. I grew up with love, just wanting to fit in. I didn't want to be the baby. I want to be treated. I was baby. I was coddled, but I was a brave heart. I couldn't wait to break free.
All goes back to the conversations we had when you're talking about how things happen with the African American community. When we talked about crack earlier, when we talked about mindset earlier, father policies, a lot of that. And today, how old are you? Are you?
I'm 48. I just turned 48, May 17th.
So your brother's how old?
He turned 51.
So he just got it 3 years ago?
Yeah, he just got it 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
From 17,
31 years.
Yeah, from 17,
Shit.
age 17.
But you guys are still close.
No. You don't know your brother after 30 years?
That's what I'm saying. That's
nah,
tough.
I don't want to be close.
What happened when you saw him? Did you see him?
Yeah, I used to go see him in prison.
And when he came out, what was the conversation like?
I don't know you, nigga.
Like that?
Even though I've been seeing you. We've been seeing each other in and out of prison for 30. So we see each other.
Yeah, yeah.
But at some point, I stopped going to go see my brother in prison. Oh, because I'm not your mother and I'm not your father. Your mama love you enough, nigga, to keep going to go see you. I'm going to stay with my kids. My kids ain't down here. Why do I have to subject myself to be treated like this? Damn. So I ain't going to see I ain't sending no money on his books. Because come out here to us. You got a family out here. So when he got out, he got out on the right track. But he's institutionalized. And he think he know everything. So you have to put your hand back. Because you can't correct a fool. Say, what's up, everybody? This your boy, Charleston White, a.k.a. America's favorite uncle. I just signed up to Manette. So if you want to message me, you want to cuss me out, you want to fuss at me, even if you want some counseling, call me. I minister healing by way of word. You can message me directly on Manette. I promise, man, I'm going to respond directly. I ignore them DMs on Instagram. They just took my Facebook. I don't respond on YouTube. I will respond on Manette. I promise. Just call me and see. Text me.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.